No, he's too small. If your best player is small, you're not winning.
The 33rd pick in the NBA draft. The player every scout called too slow, too small, and too unathletic to survive in this league. He just dropped 38 points in the conference finals and erased a 22-point deficit with 8 minutes left. Let that sink in.
You're back on the Cavaliers.
Brunson drives on Wade. Scoop layup is good. Beautiful shot from Brunson.
This is the best Knicks team that I've seen since my time in the league. Well balanced, well coached.
But still trailing. Brunson bangs.
While the guy Cleveland is paying $272 million went 0 for 4 and disappeared, Brunson scored 17 points in quarter 4 in overtime and won the game. Nobody drafted him. His own team let him go for nothing. The media said he was overpaid, and right now, he is the most clutch player in these entire playoffs. So how does the player nobody wanted become the player everybody fears? Let me show you exactly what they said about him. Let's go back to where the disrespect started. 2018 NBA Draft. Jalen Brunson, two-time NCAA, National Champion, National College Player of the Year, John Wooden Award winner, walks across that stage and falls all the way to pick 33. The second round. 32 teams looked at the best college player in America and said, "Not for us." The reason? Scouts said he was unathletic, too slow, too small, no explosiveness, couldn't defend at the NBA level. ESPN ranked him the 36th overall prospect. One scout reportedly called him a good college player who will struggle to stick in the league. He gets to Dallas and immediately gets buried behind Luka Doncic. 4 years in the shadow of a generational talent. Nobody talked about Brunson. Nobody cared about Brunson. He was just Luka's backup. Then came the betrayal. Mark Cuban, Dallas's own owner, publicly said re-signing Brunson was obvious, his exact words. Then turned around and offered him a deal so far below market value that Brunson walked straight out the door. Dallas didn't match. Dallas didn't fight. The team that developed him, that watched him carry them to the Western Conference Finals without Luka, let him go for absolutely nothing. Not a sign and trade, not a negotiation, nothing, just goodbye. The reaction from the media when New York signed him for $104 million? The Knicks overpaid for a second-tier player. Stephen A. Smith questioned the move on First Take. Analysts said it was too much money for a guy who had never been the man. 32 teams passed on him in the draft. His own team let him walk for nothing. The media buried him before he even played a game for New York. And now, he is dropping 38 points in the conference finals and orchestrating a 22-point comeback that will go down in Madison Square Garden history.
Stays with it for the finish. Towns to Brunson. Brunson the floater. There's the assist for Karl Anthony Towns.
To understand what Jalen Brunson is doing right now, you have to go back to New Brunswick, New Jersey, August 31st, 1996, born into a basketball family. His father, Rick Brunson, played 9 seasons in the NBA for 8 different teams. Jalen grew up sitting courtside as a toddler in a stroller, watching his father work out. As a kid, he would imitate the professionals, cutting the sleeves off his t-shirts and wearing suits to games just like the players did. Basketball wasn't a hobby for Jalen Brunson. It was his entire world from the beginning. High school at Stevenson in Illinois, state championship, McDonald's All-American, FIBA Under-19 World Cup MVP, then Villanova. 4 years, which almost nobody does anymore. 2 NCAA national championships in 2016 and 2018. John Wooden Award, Naismith Award, Bob Cousy Award, National College Player of the Year. His jersey was retired by Villanova before he even played an NBA game. After all of that, 32 teams still passed on him in the draft. He lands in Dallas. Pick 33, second round. 4 years playing behind Luka Doncic, arguably the best player of his generation. Any other player folds in that situation. Brunson used it. He watched, he learned, he developed. And then, 2022 Dallas playoffs. Luka Doncic gets injured in the first round against Utah. Dallas is down. Everyone expects the season to end. Brunson drops 41 points, carries the Mavericks, wins the series, helps Dallas reach the Western Conference Finals. That was the moment the league finally noticed. But even then, they let him walk. New York gave him $104 million. Media called it an overpay. Fans were skeptical. The Knicks hadn't won anything in decades. First season in New York, 24 points per game. All-star selection, Madison Square Garden was alive again. Second season, 26 points per game. All-NBA second team. Knicks reached the conference finals for the first time since 2000, but they lost to Indiana in 6 games. And the critics came right back. He can't win when it matters. The Knicks choke every year. Brunson's response? 4 words. I trust this group. This season, 28.4 points per game in the playoffs, leading the Knicks on an 8-game winning streak going into the conference finals. And when Cleveland had them down 22 points with 8 minutes left, here is what Jalen Brunson did. While Mitchell went 0 for 4 and disappeared, Brunson scored 15 points on 7 of 9 shooting in the final stretch. The guard who was too small, too slow, too unathletic, closed a 22-point deficit in the conference finals. This is not luck. This is not a system. This is who Jalen Brunson has always been. Let's put every number on the table. 2026 playoffs. 28.4 points, 6.1 assists, 2.8 rebounds per game across 11 games. Second in playoff scoring behind only Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Game 1 versus Cleveland. 38 points, 15 of 29 shooting, 6 assists, 5 rebounds, 3 steals. 46 minutes. Led a 22-point comeback in the conference finals. The Ringer confirmed it. Jalen Brunson remains a warm blanket in the fourth quarter. Not a stat, a reputation, built over years of closing games nobody expected him to close. This postseason, Brunson has become the first player in Knicks history to have 3 top 15 scoring playoff runs. 322 points in 12 playoff games in 2026 alone. In 2025, he fell just 18 points short of Patrick Ewing's all-time Knicks playoff scoring record of 548 points. Patrick Ewing, the greatest Knick of all time. Brunson is chasing that record in his 3rd season in New York. All-NBA second team 2024 and 2025. Multiple All-Star selections. Conference Finals, 2-0 lead, closing out the Cleveland Cavaliers game by game. The 33rd pick in the draft. The player Dallas let walk for nothing. The guard scouts called unathletic. Those scouts don't work in the NBA anymore. Here is what makes Jalen Brunson different from every other good player in this league. He has never had the physical gifts. He has never had the draft pedigree. He has never had the easy path. What he has is the one thing money cannot buy and scouts cannot measure. He shows up when everything is on the line. Down 22 points in the conference finals. He shows up. Luka injured in the first round. He shows up. Critics calling the $104 million an overpay. He shows up. The Knicks haven't won a championship since 1973. New York is the hardest city in sports to play in. The pressure is different there. The expectations are different there. Most players break under it. Jalen Brunson was built for it. And right now, with New York up 2-0 in the conference finals, Brunson is 4 wins away from taking the Knicks to the NBA Finals for the first time since 1999. The draft said he wasn't good enough. Dallas said he wasn't worth keeping. The media said the contract was too much. Every single one of them was wrong. 33rd pick, 2nd round, too small, too slow, let go for nothing. And right now, he is the most clutch player in the NBA playoffs. So I'm asking you directly, is Jalen Brunson a top 10 player in this league right now? Or is he just getting hot at the right time? One word in the comments, elite or overrated. Let's see where HoopsBlunt stands. Like the video, subscribe. Game 3 is Sunday in Cleveland, and so is the next breakdown.